Hello there and welcome to your Tuesday Thoughts Tarot video. This is a video where I will pull some tarot cards and some oracle cards as well and just get a flavour of the energy for the week. My name is Karen. My website is karentunney.co.uk. I work as a healer, a medium, a tarot reader, etc, etc. So I just usually come on a Tuesday, and most Tuesdays, and I'll try and get maybe one more in before Christmas, and I simply shuffle the cards with the intention of getting some message, and I read them intuitively. So the cards all have a meaning. Take what resonates, leave the rest. This is not a definitive personal reading for you, this is just a general energy. But if it does resonate, if it does match, do let me know in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, it really helps it grow. And leave comments if you enjoy it. By all means, I read the comments and I answer them as well. So if you have something to say, you can put it below as well. And if you hit notifications, I'm told that you will get a notification the next time the video is up. So welcome, this is your Tuesday Thoughts Tarot video. It's the 5th of December, so we're already in Christmas season, we're already in the Christmas month, and certainly it does feel that way. It does feel that we're in that rush, that hustle and bustle, that getting everything done. Thankfully I have most of my things under control and done, and I get to just spend December meeting people and catching up with people, and I think that's quite nice to do because it is the one time of year where we get to come together. And I'll be travelling home in December to Ireland, and I will be doing some sessions out of a beautiful therapeutic centre called the Lavender Path in Letterkenny. So if you want to come and see me there, drop me an email and I'll get in touch with you about details, about how things run, whether it's right for you, whether it's not right for you, what will be better suited to you. So just drop me a message if you're inquiring. Inquiries are always good because then you can work out, is this something you want to do or isn't it, or would you be better off doing something slightly different? Okay, so let's get on with the read. So as usual, I will do a shuffle. Hope you're all good. Something's coming up on my screen there. Okay, so it's 2 o'clock on a Tuesday. Now, if you have been watching my channelings as well, my Sacred Symposium, I was told last week that they're going to change slightly, become a little bit more like channeled mediumship. So we might have guests come in. Oh, there's a whole load of cards that I've just turned over, so I'm just going to go with those. I'll just show you the pile. It's quite a pile. But they obviously want to jump out. So with regards to the channeling, it might be slightly different. So I'm going to see how that runs today. If it works, I'll upload it. If it's not quite right, we might try again tomorrow. Usually read the underlying energy of the card. So the underlying energy, which is the bottom of the deck. So today, can you see that? We have the High Priestess. Just have to get it into view. And you can see here she is looking down, she's introspective, she has moon on her chain, she has the pomegranates or oranges behind her, so she is able to see through that veil, able to see the other world very clearly. So there's nothing stopping her from receiving that information. So this is your intuition. So something is happening with you now that is asking you, and I get this a lot with readings actually. I do a lot of private readings as well, which you can book either at distance or in person. Intuition is coming up a lot, so I feel that people will be using their own intuition a little bit more. We have this knowing sense, and many people will have had a gut feeling about something but not trusted it and gone on to do something or go somewhere or be with someone or say, oh, I won't do that, I'm sure it'll be fine, and then it's not fine. But you kind of knew, should I go back and do this? Should I do that order? Should I get in those extra things? And you think, yeah, no, it's fine. And then it comes up and you think, oh, I should have listened to my intuition, should have listened to that feeling, that sense, that psychic tuning in. So there's something about that. Something is in your world and you're You're not giving yourself time to listen. It's also your psychic senses are opening up, so be prepared to be much more open to your psychic self. We all have it. So you might be getting ideas, you might think of someone they might call. All that coincidence, synchronicity stuff, it's you receiving from the field, so the field of consciousness, and it's you're tapping in. And that's going to be happening more and more as well. So that's the underlying energy. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. My goodness. So I'm going to run through these fairly quickly. The first one we have is Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles, as you can see, is a large pentacle, and pentacle represents money and work. So you can see from this that you're being gifted this coin, this golden coin you're being gifted, and it's going to allow you to move through a new doorway. So you're going to be given the money to go down this new path to reach your destiny. And it's very floral in the front there. You can see the poppies, so remembrance as well, remembering who you truly are, remembering the red as well as the, which I'm wearing today and I'm wearing here, the grounded colour, the earthy colour, the financial colour, the wealth, the money, the material world. So it's springing forth. Sorry, I'm holding these. It's springing forth here. It's coming with this coin, is all this groundedness, all this wealth, all this financial support, so you can move forward through this archway, through this doorway. It's usually money that you've not worked for, so it is either money you found on the ground, an inheritance, it can be a win, but it's a substantial amount, so you will be able to do something with this. So be open to money coming in. And if you're someone who does the lottery, I did it today, fingers crossed, you know, it might be, you might win something. So but this points to a substantial amount. So there is something coming in where it'll be more than enough. So whoever that resonates with, it's also, don't feel guilty about it. This has been handed to you. This has been offered to you. And it needs you to receive it. To allow this transaction to kind of come into fruition, you have to be able to receive as well. The next card is the Four of Cups. Because, you know, you might be a bit bored. You might be in a period where you're a bit bored, you're a bit fed up to the back teeth. You've kind of had enough. And you spend most of your time pondering all the problems in the past, going over stuff and saying, yeah, but that didn't work because of this, or that didn't work because of that. And the cups are emotions. So these emotional situations that caused you pain, discomfort, can be lost loves as well. And what's happening is you're looking at it and perhaps thinking about the past people or the past situations too much, because you're missing what's been handed to you. So you will be handed this new cup of love. You will be handed this new cup, which brings this emotional balance and emotional fulfillment to your heart. But if you're not willing to stop looking at what was and look at what's in front of you, you won't see it, you won't get it. And you can be bored with life and bored with how things are in the status quo. And that is generally because you're running on past as well. So if you're bored, it's because you're thinking the same old things happening day in, day out, nothing changes. But actually there is change. There is massive change being offered here. But if you're so busy just ruminating over what has been, then you're not willing to embrace what could be, embrace what's up ahead, embrace this new opportunity. So you do need to look in a different direction. So we often build our future on our past. We think, what did I learn in the past? So tomorrow's going to be pretty much the same, and the next day is going to be pretty much the same. And then we kind of do get bored and we do feel unsatisfied. But there is opportunity in every day. There's opportunity and scope for newness in every experience. You can walk the same park every single day, but you can walk it differently every day. You don't have to walk it the same. You don't have to have this narrative about what didn't go right and what didn't go wrong. And, you know, we delve too much into that rumination, into that discussion about all the past issues. And there needs to be a leaving that. There needs to be, you know, the trees are strong. Even in winter, the trees are strong. And it is that wood element, that inner strength. We want you to put your back to the tree and regain your inner strength. Feel the structure and the solidness and Mother Earth supporting you and encouraging you to eyes up. Eyes up and look what happens. Look who's around. Look what opportunities you have. Because there is one here. And just as you're being offered the money and the wealth and the work, perhaps the new business opportunity, perhaps able to move forward in business or invest in something, it's definitely work, and it's definitely worth putting in the work. So don't get saddened by what has been. You know, boredom is like, you know, it's the same, you know, there's no energy, there's no life. And so there's a need to understand there is new life. It's been handed to you here. A cup of love. So look out for a new romance coming in as well. Oh, what was I saying? So we have the Strength card, which can be Leo. It is a very good card for willpower, for inner strength, for solar plexus work, for courage and bravery to face this lion, to face this wild life that we have, and to try and tame it and try and control it as much as we can in the most gentle and graceful way. And it just shows that we do have the strength to carry on. We do have that inner power within us. Even though we may look like, you know, a gentle, graceful lady, or we may look, you know, we're not, what's the right word? We're not, you know, perhaps strong physically in appearance, but we are incredibly strong in our determination, in our motivation, in our commitment. And this is saying you have this incredible strength to move forward. Like we said with the tree, the wood element supporting you, giving you that strength. Lie back against a tree and feel the strength of it and embrace that energy within you. Because that is here giving you the courage to move forward. And if you get money and if you get new love, then it is a new cycle in your life, and there is going to be a need to be courageous and step into it, and be courageous to say yes, be courageous to get involved. So she is in close contact with this lion, so there is a need to take part, there is a need to get involved, there is a need to get physical maybe as well, and having that fearlessness. You know, she's able to hold his jaws open. She's able to tame him. You know, he's a wild beast. But she knows she can do it. She knows she has that power. So reminding yourself that you have that courage and power and fearlessness to move forward. So it's that solar strength, that yang energy coming from the sun. Okay? And what does that tell us? That you have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is the lady or person who has achieved a great deal. So things are rosy in the garden. She has her money, her coins. So it's gone from being gifted to you here. So it's been handed to you. And then you were able to do something with it and grow it. And you've managed to build a good foundation around you. You know, it's kind of someone who is good with money, able to build money, likes to have money. The Taurian energy, which is about security and stability, you know, financial wealth. She's dressed in green, which is a very, it's heart energy, green, but it's also that fertile colour, that colour of growth. You know, she's Rosie in the garden here. There is an element, though, she is here on her own, so she has her money and she's worked hard for it. And it's been sort of a blossoming period for her, and she's built a great deal of structure and foundation. But perhaps there can be a little bit of melancholy that comes with that as well, of realizing that it has been work. She's had to work. She's had to put in the hours. And, you know, it's not been easy. She's needed that strength. And she might find herself alone quite a bit. And perhaps there's too much work and not enough fun. So there can be a little bit of sort of sadness, and she's looking down onto the coin and going, yes, I have this coin, I am the queen, I have this wealth. You know, it can be someone who is good in business, someone who has achieved a great deal in business, and they've built it around them. They have foundation, they have, you know, they're kind of frugal, they like money and like to keep money and have money. But beware of the trap of the addiction to money, and that the money becomes everything and there's not enough fun. So there's a lot of work here, and she's a little bit melancholy as well, okay? But then we have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups points to, it's a harvest. So it's time to claim your harvest. And not only is it in cups, so we have the Nine of Cups, so that's love. You can see there's a couple here who are embracing, so deeply in love and willing to share their love and to share their harvest. They've got a great bounty here on the table of fruits and foods and blossoms, and it's showing that, you know, everything that has worked for, this person has worked for, has borne fruit. And there is an abundance here. There's abundance of love, abundance of fruit. So it really is time to harvest. It really is time for you to collect what is yours. And you've got all these pillars around here, which shows the foundation has been built with strength. So whether it's romantic or business, it has, or both, it seems to be pointing to both. So you're having an achievement in wealth, but also this new foundational relationship, this relationship that is strong like these pillars, that is able to support you as well as you move forward. So there's no knocking them down. They are not moving. They are stable and secure. And you can see the trees in the background as well. Almost like Christmas trees as well. So it kind of could point to Christmas time. So you might meet someone, or you might come together with someone at Christmas time. And finally you get to embrace the harvest of all of that love. So those cups that you were pondering over in the past and not looking at the cup that was being handed to you, now you've accepted this cup of love. Now you've received it and you've taken it, and you're coming together and you're bringing all of your love together. So this love, so the partner's love coming together with your love is creating this incredible stability. And 9 is completion. So 9 is sort of the ending of this cycle. So it's the beginning of a new. So the ending is the coming together, and you might link that as well. Christmas time, it's the ending of the year. So you might find yourself coming together in deep love and a deeply rewarding love, or finally getting together with that person, because you're in this period of strength, of ending. So you're ending the year with this stable harvest of I don't want to say harvest of love, but receiving your harvest and achieving this balanced love relationship. And it's passionate, love-filled, abundant, stable, secure, full of emotion. There's a lot of emotion here. So you might feel emotion during Christmas. This might stimulate the emotions within you, stimulate your heart energy as well. But certainly it has got good structure to it and good stability. So be on the lookout for that coming together for you. And it comes then with the Three of Wands, which is sort of a period of waiting. So you're looking off into the distance at far off lands. So it can point to a relationship at distance. So it might be someone that you've been waiting for to come back to you. It might be that you have these great ideas and great passions, and you're still waiting for your ships to come in. You know, your ships are here. Perhaps this person will be traveling to see you. They'll be coming from overseas, from a foreign land, and they'll be coming in, and here you are waiting. You're waiting with your passion, with your creativity. You can't wait to see them. But there is a sense with the Three of Wands not to wait, to go out and do some action. So the fiery wands are very much creative, action, yang energy. So moving out towards what it is you want to receive. So if you feel that something's coming towards you, and perhaps someone is returning home during Christmas, then you should make a point of going to make a connection with this person, rather than sitting back and waiting for your rewards to arrive. Just go and get them. Don't stand on the sidelines. It's time to take action and move forward, because what you want to move to is the Four of Wands. But while you're waiting, holding on to this one passionately, gripping on to this because it's what you've wanted. You had the idea, you worked on it, you built it, you examined it, you got into the detail of it, you created it, you've made it happen. You're filled with this earthy color, with this passion. You want to make this happen on the planet. You want to make this happen on Earth. You're passionate about this. So don't wait too long here on the sidelines. You can see it coming. Go get it. So that's the tarot. I'm going to now go to cards which I don't use that often for these readings, but I do love Mother Mary deck, and I used to read it. I used to share images from it every Monday when I used to have Mondays off. I don't anymore. I work Mondays. So that kind of stopped that, because it was Monday morning Mother Mary. It all kind of worked. But I don't usually read them that much, but I thought let's choose a Mother Mary deck. And again, oh my god, I just realised it's the red. So it's the red colouring, and it's the roses, so it's the blossoming of something. It's the something which has grown, something which started as a seed but now is blossoming into these different ways. And you could say that I was talking about the Four of Wands, so you could say that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got the 4 roses. Got the 4 elements here, and the red is the earth, the red is the structure, the red is the base chakra. So we're making something real on the planet. So what is this? That's Mother Mary to come in, and she's just reminding me, often in Western culture we see Mother Mary dressed in white, or dressed in white with the pale blue, but often in the Eastern iconography, pictures and paintings of Mother Mary from the Eastern countries, she is very much red. You'll see her red in most paintings. And I know there's a certain idea, particularly probably from the Catholic religion maybe, that red is this colour of passion and sex maybe, or this, you know, the Scarlet Woman, isn't it? And the girl who wears red shoes, she's dangerous. You know, it's all those ideas of red, but red was very much Mother Mary's colour. Okay, she's given us a card which has jumped out, and I'll just have to go get it, bear with. Okay, so I went and got that, and it is Our Lady of the Sacred Sun. And look at that, that's a very red card as well, and she has the blue there also. But you could see the roses that we talked about on the back, they're there with her as well. So this blooming energy, this nice energy, and it relates to the divine masculine. So let's have a read and see what it says. So it says, "My beloved Son, my Christ, lives in your hearts, for you are the sons and daughters of love. Christ is a consciousness of love that belongs to every human soul and will awaken in those that are ready to receive it now through my grace. I ask that you realize that you carry this divine flame of love within. For you, my sons and daughters, it is time for a divine awakening of sacred masculine energy within you now. Just as I birthed the Christ child through love, so too will you birth enlightened, divine, masculine energy through the love and power of the divine feminine now. This is your time for sacred birth. So it is the aspect of we are becoming more aware of our divine feminine, but also while we're doing that, we have to balance the masculine. We can't go too much into the feminine, because like everything, you need yin and yang. You need both. So while we're awakening the feminine, there is a need to be conscious of the divine masculine as well. I'm just going to skim through just to see which bits I think will help you. Our Lady of the Sacred Sun speaks to us of a healed masculine consciousness. So perhaps moving away from the classic old school masculine, which had attributes which weren't very positive, bringing the positive masculine, because we still need men to be men and we still love men for who they are, but we're getting rid of the toxic masculinity and moving into a positive masculine energy for the men, but also for women to embrace their own strength and power, which is that masculine energy. So it says, Our Lady of the Sacred Sun speaks to us of a healed masculine consciousness, the Christ awakening in men and women. This becomes possible through the love and power of the divine feminine awakened. The divine feminine holds a space for love, for acceptance of all beings, for truth and for compassion, so that a new masculinity can emerge in modern humanity. So the divine feminine has come in strong, like the lady holding the lion's teeth open. The divine feminine is coming in strong and giving space to this yang energy, the lion energy, the masculine energy. So they're together here, but they're not fighting, they're cooperating, because she is aware of her power and therefore he is bringing his power, but in a more tame way, okay? Not without, but just slightly less aggressive, let's say. Healed masculine consciousness is what allows us to discern and make choices and to set boundaries. It allows us to say yes or no based on our own values, which are not blindly adopted from our family or society, but distilled from our own innermost feelings and heart wisdom. A healed divine masculine gives us the courage, again that was strength and courage, to live our own life, and the strength that we need to honor our individuality in making choices that feel truthful for us, because it can be very difficult. It's like that book, Whose Life Are You Living? Often we make choices based on other people, by other people's opinions. We make choices in relation to that and what they would approve of, or what they would think, or what they would do, possibly. But it's about, who are you? What is your driving force? What is your individuality? Do you know what makes you special? And then following along that to make your choices based on your resonance. It enables us to understand that our divine gift of self is meant to be lived as authentically and honestly as possible. And that's it as well. Are you willing to step out and be who you are? Are you willing to express the truth of you? You know, it's difficult, you know, expressing yourself as someone who's a healer, as someone who's a medium who speaks with people who have passed over. It's difficult expressing yourself as a tarot reader. People have conjured up all kinds of ideas about that. So there is this intense courage that is needed to put yourself out there with these abilities, with these skills, and all that society and family and opinions might say about that. But that's what's required. That's what the divine masculine is saying. that those gifts, that's you. And to live authentically, you must be able to express those gifts. It says a healed divine masculine consciousness is freed from needing the approval through popular opinion or being liked by fulfilling the expectations or conditions that others may seek to impose. And that can be quite heavy, especially if you're stepping out of the norm, because then you're not fitting in to society, and people will have to think slightly differently when they come into contact with you, and that's too much. We want everybody just to remain the same, just to be the same old school. But like that just leads to old past living, loving experience emotions is boring you. Step up and claim your emotional self, your true self. Who were you back then when you had those relationships? Who are you now? So who is this new person? A healed divine masculine consciousness is empowered to accept and honor one's individuality and particular self with all its quirks. So all the things that make you you. Men are very good at this as well, because men don't judge as much. Women judge a great deal. Men are less judgmental, because men, in a sense, sometimes are much more open, because they can be, because life has delivered them a position where they've not had to shrink themselves. They've not had to appear weaker. They've not had to not rock the boat. They were very much given free rein with being everything that they wanted to be and could be, and pushed to the far ends. But that's still okay because it's a guy. But many of these things are not okay if you're a woman. So it's asking women to embrace more of your individuality, of your quirks, of what makes you you, because that is possibly the masculine energy within you, which is expressing itself, and trying to repress that and suppress that is quite a challenge, and we don't have enough strength for that, and we shouldn't do that, because it's who you are. It says the divine consciousness of the Christ is willing to live truthfully, even when it ruffles feathers and shakes foundations. It understands that truth will be preserved even through great transformation or upheaval of change. This consciousness is willing to live truthfully even when it means letting go of lower vibrational relationships and patterns that are based in fear and judgment, control or power. We let go of these patterns in order to open up to new ways of relating, which are based in truth, acceptance, discernment and freedom of choice. And again, that points me back to the Four of Cups, which is, you know, these relationships are probably the ones we thought we had to have. These are the ones that we thought we'd fall in line and we just do what everyone's doing. These are the ones that maybe they didn't offer us up, but we thought they would. And so it's saying, go for the truth of it. Don't just settle. Don't just be bored. Go for the truth of what you need, what you want. Search out, reach out for that new cup that is there. It's there for you. It says we're entering more deeply into this higher consciousness, and then change happens. Sometimes it can be challenging, as we are willing to let go of our fears, to trust without condition. Even if we're struggling, we must learn to focus on the light within and stay present. Sometimes that struggle is actually ego, letting go, and we are identifying with it. So it is that thing about your identification. Who do you think you are, and who does everyone else think you are? And are you just being a certain person because everyone else has kind of said that about you? You know, are you just living up to what they say, what their opinion is? Or do you actually do the work yourself and find out who you are? And then that's what you live up to, and that's what you express, because that's what's being required. Mother Mary is asking you to express these quirks, these attributes, this other side that is firing up right now. It's getting dark outside, so that's why the light's on, so you can still hopefully see. Psychologically and physically, you are asked to place some boundaries in your life. This may require you to say no to people, places, or things that drain you, or to protect yourself thoroughly through prayer. You can ask Archangel Michael to come in and surround you with a protective bubble of blue light. He is the great protector. He gives us courage and strength as well. And following a healing process each and every day for a few moments before venturing into such spaces. So you can always surround yourself with this bubble, I would say. So you'll reap the benefits of embracing this courageous period that you're moving through. It is change, and it is change that you're having to transition through. And it will take all your strength and inner masculine consciousness to make the decision to commit to this practice of opening up to your authenticity, to your gifts, to your psychic senses, to the world as it changes to this new love. So again, it just represents divine strength, power, protection, all those things you might associate with the masculine as well. It is within you, but it's also embracing that and, in a sense, coming together with that, because that's what we have at the 9. The 9 is the completion. So we're completing that cycle of the masculine and the feminine. They're coming together for this structure to build this new passion, to build this new love, to build this abundant life at Christmas time. I'll just show you that card again just so you can see it. And the rose is there. So let's see what else we can find out. Let's go to a priestess, because I like these ones. They're very clear cut. Gosh, we're on 36 already. I don't know where the time goes with these readings. Okay, can we have, let's do 2. 2 for the, oh, that's far too many. I'll take that one. And I'll take the top one. Let's do it that way and see what it says. Okay, so first one is, well, this is great because this is, all these cards in front of me. This is cha-ching. So this is the money. And it's Lakshmi, abundance. So you can also call on Lakshmi, so that's the Hindu goddess, to come and to shower you with golden coins, to bring the coins in. You know, have a little coin. Even those chocolate coins, I got delivered an abundant package yesterday from Ireland, from family, and it was full of the usual suspects, Tato, etc. But also it had a gold coin in there. So put your gold coin somewhere so you can see it every day, and it enhances that connection to gold, that connection to abundance. It says fortune, wealth, and plenty. And she's dressed in gold as well. Beautiful card. And it says number 28. Can you see that 28? The light is so bright. 2 is 10. 10 is new beginnings. So 10 is 1. So 1 and 0. So as you have the ending, the completion, the coming together, then you move into the new year, the year of January, the first month, 1-0, and you will be abundant. So let's see what that says. 28. I'll just hold it for you as well. Okay, so she says, the goddess Lakshmi holds out her hands in divine offering, and the universe responds with such abundant blessings that gold coins come cascading down. The gold in her gown and on her neck, ears, and wrists shines with the life-giving light of the sun, which radiates upward from the top of her head. She is the light of the world, bringing boundless generosity. This portends to a time of great joy and receptivity for you. The prosperity you've been longing for is coming your way. An investment may pay off, or an unexpected windfall, which is what we thought, may appear. But even if the increase in wealth comes slowly at first, the abundance is sure to expand as you allow yourself to focus on the present value already in your life. So it's the gratitude. Always remember that value comes in many forms. There is good fortune in nature, friendship, and the simple, small joys. This grateful awareness will shine in your life like sweet violet aura around Lakshmi's luminous being. At her feet, baby elephants. Oh yeah, look at the baby elephants, aren't they gorgeous? At her feet, baby elephants herald the arrival of true prosperity, bringing with them an energy of strength and peaceful certainty. This card is telling you, rest assured, for great joy and prosperity will soon be expanding throughout your life. And that's what we opened with, the prosperity that will be enough to help you walk through this new doorway. Oh my goodness. And funny, this is the one I picked. The second one, which is grateful optimism. So we were told about that. Joyous view of the future. Look at her there. She's got, I think, storks next to her. Grateful optimism. 51. So that's one of the last ones. Okay. Oh, she's got a nice golden necklace as well. If you can see that. It says, the priestess of the cranes looks joyously upon the world. Light radiates from her brow chakra, projecting, the brow is here, third eye. Which did we have? I think we had a third eye something or other. Light radiates from her brow chakra, projecting thoughts of great hope and optimism. Her heart center vibrates with the feelings of grace and appreciation. Her hands are held in the mudra, powerful prayer position at her third chakra, where life force is generated. That's the solar plexus. This card calls you to reignite your enthusiasm for your life, to look around and find bright sparks of present joy, to kindle the flames of future hope. One crane faces left, which is the past, while the other looks right, faces the future. This is a reminder that your appreciation for the present is inextricably connected to your optimism for the future and the dreams and desires you will achieve. After all, it's difficult to manifest happy results from ongoing dissatisfaction, and that brings us back to the Four of Cups. Don't be looking at what's past and did not work. Instead, look at the opportunity that's coming. The energetic link between gratitude, optimism, and manifestation is an undeniable force. The gratitude reference in this card is not the same as card 50, which encourages profound recognition of your very value. This appreciation is more light-hearted, a blissful sighting of all the little experiences that bring joy to your life. Once you frame more happy perceptions of the past and the present, you can look to the future with equal joyous expectations. Your grateful optimism will project such vibrant visions of the future that the universe will be compelled to respond. So, being grateful is a manifesting tool. So if you can get grateful about the little things and really sink into that feeling, then you're doing the work. You're bringing the better things closer. So lift your perceptions, elevating your outlook on the wings of the white crane. Feel the joy and optimism expanding your being, rippling outward into the skies of unlimited potential. You will soon find that great look of crane energy. I hope you heard that right. The great luck, as in good luck, of crane energy, bringing you all that prosperity, grace, and good health that you have chosen to be optimistic about. So this is a really good period of prosperity, of love, of abundance, of more than you need, and it's coming. Are you ready? Are you ready to receive it? Do you know what you're going to do with it? Do you know how you're going to handle it? Think of those things, because that's manifesting as well. You're preparing, you're in preparation. So should it suddenly land on your lap, what would you do with it? Interesting. So I'm just going to do one more colour because we're at 45. And you know, I love the colour cards. We just knock the old energy out. So do let me know if you win the lottery, you know, let me know. Should some good things happen to you, let me know if it resonates. If you think, you know, you've been waiting on this, you've been in anticipation, you've been doing the manifesting skills, if that's what you've been at, let me know. And especially if something comes in for you. And as it said, it might come in one thing at a time. It might be like a slow build. Oh, I've got one that jumped over. But it might be a slow build, but it's bits are coming in. Bits are gradually coming in. And it'll build to something more. So it's exciting. So get that excitement, that feeling of excitement as well. Because this is reward. This is the harvest. The harvest is about to hit. And I know certainly for the Piscean people, there is a great changing in the planets. So Neptune and Jupiter are going direct in December, and will be quite powerful right up until 2024. And that is a period of harvest. That is a period of reward. That is bringing you everything that you've been working hard for and being challenged over. It's good luck. It's reward. It's abundance. It's prosperity. It's love. So if you're Piscean, certainly the cards and the planetary alignments are saying that. So if you are another sign, do check out your alignments and find out where Neptune is and where Jupiter is. Certainly for a Piscean, those are our two planets. So the colour we have is amber, and you can see it's golden, it's shimmering golden. And that points to the colour gold as well, being that abundant gold that we see again and again here in the cards. Gold is that high vibrational power, that wisdom power. And it is a colour that stimulates that acknowledgement of wealth. So if you can surround yourself in gold. I'm looking at my Christmas tree now, and I've got a gold star at the top. I've got beads on it which are gold. I've got some baubles which are gold. So that, and the base I've covered in red crepe paper. So red is the base, the structure, the foundation that the tree is on. And then you've got the growth of the tree, the wood, and then you've got the gold adorning the tree. So the gifts that are being given, the rewards, the harvest, the prosperity, bit by bit, it's coming in. So amber as well, we know for children, they tend to wear little amber chains chains or necklace, amber necklace, because it's good for teething as well. So you often see amber. It is a very powerful stone. It's a very good stone to have if you've got one. And it does say here, awaken your creativity. And it's a 6. So let's go to 15 and see what it says. So it says amber is a fantastic colour for increasing your creativity. And again, it's that sort of solar plexus sacral energy, so mixing the yellow and the orange. And your sacral centre is orange, which could be amber. And it is all about your sensuality, your pleasure, your joy, but also creativity. So if you want to have more joy in your life, get creative. Oh God, it's about manifesting again. It says amber is a fantastic colour for increasing your creativity and strengthening your manifestation abilities. It generates deeper bonds in relationships and teaches you how to give and receive affection. Warmth, optimism, courage, and spontaneity are among amber's gifts. Wear amber to awaken your creative talents and abilities. It says, hold a piece of amber or wear an amber pendant to remind you of fun, creative, uninhibited self. That's reminding you again of the truth of who you are and not fitting into society's boxes and judgments and criteria. You know, what is, who should you be? You know, that you're given this. I love that saying. What was it? Well-behaved women never made history. Because women carry this huge burden of what society says that we are and makes us be. And we're so much more. We're so much more, and we limit ourselves. Think of 5 adventurous things you would love to do. Pick one that appeals to you most and do it today. This could be singing, dancing, painting, writing, or creating something. Give yourself permission to be playful, childlike, and joyous. Say, infinite intelligence, awaken my creative talents and abilities, freeing me to participate in amazing fun experiences. And as well, just from doing Art Shift, I know that if you take part in something fun, take part in something creative, that brings focus, and you're focused on this element that you're doing, even for moments. Even if it's a dance, you put on some music and you dance around. In that moment, you're focused on the movement, you're focused on the dance, you're focused on what's happening. And that takes your eyes off of the dramas and the problems and the issues that are around you, which allows them to transform. Because while you're looking at them, you are keeping them the same. So sometimes you have to turn away and look at something else in order that they can transform. And the more you move into joy and creativity, the more that is what you send out to the world. And then the more world will reflect that back onto you. So creativity is a really good way of instantly getting into a better mood, getting into focus, shifting your own consciousness, but also shifting the world around you. Because we affect what we look at. The observer effect means that what we look at changes because we're looking at it. So also, how are we looking? Who are we as we are looking? Okay? Beautiful read, absolutely amazing, full of positivity, full of money, full of love, abundance, prosperity, courage, strength. Open up to the possibilities. Go get what's yours. Don't wait. But certainly, during this period, during this run up to Christmas, there is great possibility for you here. So stay strong, embrace yourself, embrace the yin-yang. The masculine and the feminine are needed. Both are needed. Both do a dance. So allow yourself to be passionate. Allow yourself to have courage and strength. Allow yourself to be individual and to express your individuality. Be you. Blessings. Have a great week. And I'd love to hear from you. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Lots of love. Bye-bye.